Hi, I'm Melissa from the AC Library, and in this video I'll show you how to set up a paper for APA style using Google Docs. If you'd rather use Microsoft Word, check out those videos. Google Docs is available to everyone at AC through the AC Connect portal. Click on this button even if this isn't your computer. This just keeps it from thinking you're inactive and kicking you out when you're actually still working. Then log in with your usual AC Connect username and password. You can access Google Docs by getting into your email here. Click on this Google Apps button, and then once you're in your account, click on this button to open up Google Apps and then select Docs. Before I walk you through how to start a document from scratch, let me show you a sample title page. APA typically requires a title page. Of course, if your instructor tells you that you don't need one, follow those instructions. In this video, I'm just giving you the general guidelines. Your identifying information would be centered in the middle of the page. As you've probably guessed, this is the title of the paper. This title's pretty long. Yours might not be. This is where you'd put your name and then you list your school, so Amarillo College. APA doesn't require that you put a date of when you're submitting your paper, but this might be something that your instructor wants you to include. Up here in the header section of the document, the words running head should only appear on this title page. This is telling the reader what you'll list in the header throughout the rest of your paper to identify it. But notice that the title here, all in caps, is a shortened version of the full title of your paper. If your paper's full title is relatively short, your running head might just be a couple of words. And then of course here's the page number. Okay, now let me show you how to do all of this from scratch. Back on the home page of Google Docs, if you've already worked on things in here, you'll see those documents down here under Recent. But to start fresh, select Blank. And by the way, Google Docs helps you out because it auto-saves everything you do. You don't have to hunt for a save button, it'll do that for you automatically. First, let's set the font to Times New Roman 12 point, which is what APA requires. Your paper will need to be double-spaced, and you can do that here. Now, margins should be set to 1 inch all around, but for some reason, Google Docs doesn't quite get this right when you use 1 inch. So use 0.75. Click on the menu tab File, and then select Page Setup. And here's where you can enter 0.75 in each of these spots. Trust me, I've used a ruler, and this setting gets it right when you print your document. Now I'll type in all of my information in the center of the page. Now to get everything set in the header section, I find it easiest to just point my cursor to the top of the page and then double click. Notice this fantastic button here to make the first page different than your later pages. Click it. Now I'll type running head, a colon, and space, and then my abbreviated title. I'll hit Tab a few times to get over to the right, and then hit Insert, hover over Page Number, and then select this first option on the top left. Don't ever just type the number 1 on your first page. If you use this Insert Page Number feature, Google Docs will automatically change all of your page numbers for you as your paper grows and changes. This line is a bit too far up against the top of the page, so to fix that, make sure it's set to single space. Place your cursor before the word running, and then on your keyboard, hit Enter once to move it down. You'll probably need to set the font type and size back to Times New Roman 12. And then to get out of the header, just click somewhere down here in the main body of your paper. Okay, that's all I'll show you in this video, but watch the last video in this series to find out how to fix the headers on your subsequent pages and how to get your references page set up.